Bitcoin is the one network you can't control.
They're going to throw you in jail. The IRS is going to come knock on your door and throw you in jail for money laundering.
Energy is the true currency.
From the Satoshi's Hive studio in Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada, welcome back to Bimblebit. I'm Damian.
I'm Andy.
And we're two guys just shooting the shit about Bitcoin. We're going to lock ourselves in at our blockchain height, courtesy of timechaincalendar.com. It is 926,085.
And climbing.
And climbing.
Every 10 minutes.
Yeah. Cool videos right off the top of the show. We're going to see a lot more of those coming up, and let's kind of dig into that. What did we see?
Well, I mean, we start off with Michael Saylor there, right? I mean, he's talking about, Bitcoin being the one network that can't be controlled.
Yeah.
And so it's a nice positive story there for sure.
And a great gold analogy from Eric Trump. Money laundering. Well, we'll see more about that coming up.
And then Elon, of course, there at the third one, talking about what is the true currency. Is it currency or is it energy?
Mm-hmm. Great topic.
Right?
Yeah. So we'll have those and more coming up, full-length videos as well coming up in this next segment. We're going to delve into a couple of stories that are really, really fun out there. BlackRock back in the news.
Right. Mm-hmm. I mean, and they're huge. Anyway, we'll get into that a little bit. We'll get into that a little bit more. And hey, what about on this day back in, what was it?
2013.
2013.
We'll leave
Bitcoin
that for
was where it, we can't say that. Okay,
we'll find out what, and then Russia, of course, is the news. We'll have all those and more coming up.
64. Beautiful morning out here. Whoa, got something big on the other line. Come on, stay on there. That's a heavy one. Easy. Got it. Bitcoin. If it was only that easy.
Right. Let's get our hands dirty, shall we?
Why wouldn't we?
Let's just jump into the Bitcoin one, because I think that is pretty darn cool. Throw that picture up, Jay. 2013, Bitcoin made a milestone. Another one.
$1,000.
Yeah,
that's when it first hit $1,000 in 2013 on November 28th.
That's pretty cool.
Isn't that something, hey?
Yep.
Yeah. Has it gone up? I think so.
Yeah, just a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. U.S. big Bitcoin thumbs up. They are good to go on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, which is really great to see. Now, this is the Secretary General, doing that stuff. So it's official. It's done.
It's done.
Yeah.
And of course, again, we've got the Ohio congressman making some waves again.
Yeah. So we talked about this story last week, but we didn't quite get to it.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting one. He passed a bill that is hoping to allow Ohioans to pay their taxes with Bitcoin.
Yeah. And this is not the first state to do that. There are others that are out there too that have, I think Florida is one of them actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Texas was the first to start their own buying,
right.
But there are states that are accepting Bitcoin for payment for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And BlackRock, they're back in the news. Couple of interesting stories.
Yes, they're sure.
They bought.
And that was, that was about 14% more they bought sort of thing, right? Mm-hmm. But now their assets under management are growing. $100 billion is now the size of their Bitcoin ETF called iBit.
And it's their biggest product, they said, in the history of BlackRock.
And the fastest growing product ever. So just goes to show.
I like that a lot.
Things happen.
And Russia making leaps and bounds. They have now getting legislation set up to pay with foreign trade.
Right.
So, I mean, that's a huge one. That's international.
Well, it helps them in this particular situation and time,
yes,
doesn't
it? It really does. We're going to talk about mining. They're saying that now because of just, the fast-pacedness of it, it's starting to become harder and harder. So what are companies doing if they have a huge mining operation, what can they do to make themselves better? We'll hear about that coming up.
Yeah.
I am Mr. Oblivious. Just because I missed out on Bitcoin early doesn't mean you need to. And that ain't no bull.
All right. This is great because it's out of Canada, which I really, really like. There is an Australian company, I know. They are set up in BC, and they have a huge mining operation. But they decided to divert their attentions to something different. So they got away from mining, now in AI storage. Since the switch, 350% increase, and are now worth $11 billion in the U.S.
And as we know, AI is starting to play a major role. I mean, we see it here even within our office level. But
we have fun with those.
But what we see is we see an incredible amount of worldwide potential activity, and we don't even know what that potential will be, but we have to build the infrastructure to see what it will be. Mm-hmm. It's an amazing time in life. You know, you had your industrial revolution. The AI is a revolution, and we don't even know where it's going to go yet.
Yeah.
But they're building the infrastructure to figure it out.
Yeah, it's just starting to. And you know what else is going to be starting? Hopefully the climb, because a certain Jack Mallard has said that it is going nuclear. Well, and when you reference that to Bitcoin, that's a good thing. That's explosion. That is up and out.
Yes, and I know that you know over the past few months it's been a little demoralizing. I mean, Bitcoin is down a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. But you have to understand that once it passes a major threshold of like 100,000 or whatever and goes up to 120, 125. Generally, it's going to come back down about that much under before it flushes everything out, and the liquidations occur both on the north side and the south side. Then all of a sudden, you're going to see true growth just from the network alone. Yep. Now, we do also have to understand that a lot of companies own a lot of Bitcoin right now. So can mainstream, affect Bitcoin in ways that it's never done before because of all the companies and institutions and countries that own such a whack amount, and they have a big effect on what they do and what other people will do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we're reaching that point in time right now. So it's an interesting time, that whole 4-year growth thing. Right?
Fun to watch, just like videos, those and our entertainment guide on the way. Right. We kicked off the show with 3 quick video clips. Why don't we get into those a little bit? Okay. Michael Saylor, Bitcoin is the one network you can't control.
Bitcoin is the one network you can't control. Nobody can control Bitcoin. So if you're insecure about being able to own your own money, do you own it? And can you actually use it without asking somebody's permission? Then the solution is not gold, it's not silver coins, it's not stacks of cash. It's not money in a bank in the U.S. It's certainly not money in a bank in Lebanon, Argentina, anywhere in Africa. The one network that you have that gives you a decent chance of owning your own money and then being able to spend it the way you want is Bitcoin.
And every financial network is controlled. It's controlled by countries who designate what it will be. Fiat money is what it deems the country will what it will place a worth on that money. It's affected by banks. It's affected by central banks. And Bitcoin is not. The network is for the people that use it. There's no central authority. What you need to just do is say, person A, send money to person B. If everybody accepts and everybody on the blockchain accepts, that transaction is done. There's no central authority to say, hey, do you have enough money in the bank to do that? No. It's done through the ledger. That's the Bitcoin ledger and the strength of it. Yeah,
it's a great video too. Eric Trump, a huge guy with Bitcoin, had a really neat analogy talking about gold. And Michael Saylor said this as well. If you have gold, try taking a gold through an airport. Yeah. Or stacks of cash.
Can you?
Yeah,
I don't even think you can take more than $10,000 across an airport.
Well, that's just it. Let's check out what Eric has to say.
Capped at 21 million, and everybody around the world wants it. Sovereign wealth funds wants it. The wealthiest people want it. It's tradable 24 hours a day. You can put it on a flash drive. You can go anywhere in the world, right? Yeah. You can move it. Try and move a couple bricks of gold through Miami Airport. Good luck. They're going to throw you in jail. The IRS is going to come knock on your door and throw you in jail for money laundering, even though it's an asset that you own. It's just, Bitcoin is digital gold. I think it's a better version of gold, and that's why it's become one of the greatest stores of value anywhere in the world.
Yeah, they think it's not yours, you've stole it, even though it's yours. Throw it on a little hard drive thing and
go anywhere in the world.
Take your Bitcoin anywhere you want to go.
Yeah,
self-custody.
Self-custody, exactly.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Exactly.
And Elon, what a cool thing to say.
Well, it's just, and what he's saying is that, money isn't the true currency. The true currency is energy.
Let's let him say it.
Energy is the true currency. This is why I said Bitcoin is based on energy. You can't legislate energy. You can't just, pass a law and suddenly have a lot of energy.
Smart dude. Smart guy.
He really is.
Yeah.
Maybe a little crazy, but a smart guy nevertheless.
Yeah, well,
that's the way it works.
That's fair enough. The reason I was so excited was to play the Eric Trump video is because Peter Schiff was back in the news today. This is the guy that hates Bitcoin, loves gold, and he actually went on to X saying Bitcoin isn't selling off because it's a risk asset, but because it's a fake asset. It went on, but it's like Peter Schiff. Blah, blah, blah. So I didn't hear too much of it, but the point is the accessibility in the easily moving of Bitcoin far surpasses anything out there.
Absolutely.
Especially a big hunk of gold.
Yes. Yeah. It's just new technology, and it takes people time to kind of get comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, those are fun videos. We enjoy doing those.
Absolutely.
Big event coming up in Calgary that we've taken part in.
Yes.
Yeah. Why don't we talk about that? The Sats Market and Entertainment Guide on the way.
Last one for tonight. 2 Bitcoin walk into a bank. They brought the house down. Thank you. You all have been incredible.
So the SAT market, that's coming up in Calgary again, Friday, December 12th from 4 to 9 p.m.
It's a good time.
What's that?
It's a good time.
It's a great time. We've been there many times before. They do about 2 or 3 a year, and it's where we get a bunch of Bitcoiners together, and we have tables set up all over, and they're selling their wares for sats and everything like that. Mm-hmm. And we've been there, and there's such great people up there in Calgary. It's just 2 hours north of where our main studio is here at Satoshi Side down in Lethbridge. But it's downtown at 130 3rd Avenue Southeast at the White Diamond Conference Center, Friday, December 12th from 4 to 9. You should really go and check it out. You can really meet some cool people, see some neat vendors, and see how Bitcoin works immediately, where you're buying a coffee for a few sats, or you're buying someone selling peanuts or something like that. Sats, and we're all
peanuts. The 80s called. They wanted the peanuts pound.
But a great time, and we are definitely going to be there. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to doing some interviews with some great people up there.
Yeah, we want to hear about your event. If you have something coming up in the Bitcoin world, let us know. Bimblebit.com. We will be sure to get it out there. In the meantime, these wonderful events coming to a place near you. Sat Market coming up. We're going to be there. Any last stories? Got
a couple of them, actually.
Good.
Vanguard, the big company Vanguard, they're probably BlackRock's biggest shareholder. They're 11 trillion assets under management. As of tomorrow, December 2nd, 2025, they are going to allow their clients to buy Bitcoin ETFs starting tomorrow. That's a big pipeline.
Open the door.
Just opened up.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
I got one.
Oh, yeah.
Swiss supermarket. If you're in Switzerland and you have a supermarket there called Spar, you can now buy your groceries with your Bitcoin.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thanks for joining us wherever you are in the world. Please be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. I'm Damian.
I'm Andy.
We're just 2 guys sitting around a table shooting the shit about Bitcoin right here on Bimblebit.com.
Cheers, mates.